here tonight for the story of Esther. And we have quite the play for you. So, without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so our story begins in Persia. Or, as our lead toys like to call it, Andy's birthday. It was a time of great joy and celebration. Xerxes' rule as Andy's favorite toy was strong. No one compared to the king's charm. His companions showered him with praise and listened to his counsel. His queen, Vashti, was his equal. Together, they welcomed toys into their new kingdom and spread their great influence. Xerxes wished to display his influence to other nations and invited many leading toys to join him in his domain. These toys arrived, eager to share in the wealth and riches of this great king. However, it didn't go as planned. It was during this great celebration when Xerxes demanded that his queen parade herself before their guests. Vashti refused. She was no prize to be put on display. She was his equal. For showing Xerxes such blatant disrespect, Vashti was banished from the kingdom. Without a queen, Xerxes is afraid that his great influence would lessen. Of course, he didn't need to worry. A birthday party was hosted, and many new toys arrived. Xerxes only needed to choose one to become his queen.
You're as observing as anyone, Esther. It's like a secret mission. Try to space.
I don't know, Mordecai. Why would the king pick someone like me? I mean, really? I'm all hee-haw and bright like the wind, bullseye. I still miss the shooting range. My hat keeps falling in my eyes. I'd make a real bad advisor. And bullseye needs so much attention.
I'm sure he'd love it. Besides, you're a good arms thing. Brings you can use on that. Besides, how do you do those things? Doing that too?
Is this thing on? Thank you for coming to our staff meeting. Can everyone hear me? Up on the shelf. Can you hear me? Good, good. All right, well today we'll be listening in on the birthday party. See what kind of toys we got coming. With any luck, we'll have a new queen.
Woo!
Sergeant! Establish the recon post. Code red, you know what to do.
Sir, yes, sir. Code red. Repeat. We are code red. Command manager, this is Alpha Bravo.
This is it. Quiet, quiet.
Andy's opening the first present now. The bow's coming off. It's a lunchbox.
A lunchbox?
What? Okay, second present. It appears to be, it's bed sheets.
Who invited that kid?
Okay, last present. It's
Me!
Xerxes was stunned to find someone like him. She wore a hat, she had clothes, and she was very spirited. Esther was destined to be a good queen. And so, Esther became the next queen of Persia, or Andy's world. She found that her knowledge and spunk matched with King Xerxes well, and she enjoyed being there. Her uncle Mordecai would visit her often while wearing disguise. It was during one such visit that he stumbled across a plot to kill the king.
Look at this, it's Hayley. I thought he was at summer camp. They must have kicked him out early this time. That guy's dangerous. He destroys toys for fun. Scary guy. We should bring Xerxes to him. That would get rid of him.
Mordecai told Esther of this plot to kill Xerxes. She galloped her way to the guards to warn them of his evil plan. And Xerxes' life was saved by this first act of bravery. Farewell, assassins. It was good to know you. Now, there's a character we have yet to formally introduce. Haman, who thought himself to be the king's right-hand man. Haman was envious of Xerxes' power and influence. He was jealous and knew that if he played his cards right, he could have everything that he wanted.
Haman's coming!
Haman strode through Andy's room, pondering which toy to take. He wished for all of them to fear and respect him. Every toy was meant to bow to him, at least in his imagination. Everyone will bow, Haman shouted. He wanted the right toy to demonstrate. One by one, he had inspected them, and searching for the perfect example, he wasn't sure what he was looking for until he came across Mordecai, a toy who refused to bow, no matter how much Haman demanded it. We'll see about that, Haman said. He knew Mordecai was a very special toy, for he was a Jew. Suddenly, Haman had a new plan. Haman schemed all through the night. Should he destroy the Jews? How? When? With a gleam in his eye, he made his plans. He would build the gallows. He would make examples of these toys. Haman cast lots to choose the day and sought the king's approval for his plan. He insisted it was necessary to make examples of these unique toys known as the Jews, and appealed to the king's jealousy. If Xerxes wished to remain the favorite, he could have no competition. Xerxes agreed with Haman's plan. On the 13th of Adar, Haman would sweep through the kingdom and destroy the Jews. Now, Mordecai heard of Haman's plan and knew that the Jews were in very real danger. He sought Esther and pleaded with her to do the unthinkable. It was a well-known death penalty to approach the king unannounced. The only way to save their people, including Esther herself, was to put her life at risk. She needed to approach Xerxes.
Sweet mother of Abraham Lincoln, what should I do? What do I do, Uncle Mordecai? I can't go in there without being called. I just can't. I'm only a toy.
Esther, you can't. If you don't stand up there, then other boys will suffer. The Jews, your people, will be made into examples.
What if it ain't supposed to be me going in there?
It is. You are here for such a time as this.
You take good care of Warwick, just in case. He eats 3 apples every morning, and he needs practice these days. It's like running out in a little field by window.
He's in good hands. Everyone's fantastic. Now let us. We're all here to support you. You can do this.
And so Esther approached Xerxes, knowing that she risked her life for the sake of her people. When he saw her, Xerxes extended his favor. He told the guards to back down and instead invited her to join him. When Xerxes questioned Esther's reason for approaching so suddenly, she invited both Xerxes and Haman to a banquet of her own making. It was an odd request, but both Haman and the king agreed to it. They mostly enjoyed their first dinner together. Esther needed to warn Xerxes of Haman's plans, but it was too soon. Esther wasn't ready. To buy herself more time, she invited them both to a second banquet. Xerxes and Haman agreed again. They would meet for a second time. Those rice baked potatoes were the best in the land, after all. The following night was a difficult one for King Xerxes. He tossed and turned, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't sleep. He counted sheep, and he even recited all of his drawstring quotes.
Reach for the sky. No, no. There's a snake in my boot.
None of these things helped. Xerxes called upon his favorite etch-a-sketch to recite him the daily records. Surely this would put him to sleep. He cycled through record after record until one of them caught his eye. Mordecai the Jew had saved him from an assassination attempt not long ago. Was anything done to celebrate Mordecai? Xerxes asked. No, nothing's been done, the scribbled words responded. Xerxes sought Haman, who knew more about events than any of them. If anybody could throw a party, he would, right? Xerxes listened to Haman carry on about the best party ever. There would be streamers, an arcade, pizza was a necessity, and maybe one of those claw machines with the little aliens inside of it. No matter what, the best party ever would have so many toys. Little did Haman know that this party wasn't for him. In fact, when Haman arrived to the party that he had planned, he realized a bit too late that it was for Mordecai and not himself. Haman was told to lead Mordecai the Jew to the streets of Persia. Through Andy's room, he trudged begrudgingly. As he bestowed honor upon a Jew, Haman became quite bitter. He consoled himself throughout the party, or by reminding himself of his upcoming victory. When Xerxes and Haman met Esther for her second banquet, she knew it was her moment to reveal Haman's plan. She was out of time. If Haman had any more time to scheme against the Jews, he would succeed. Xerxes noticed when his queen was silent, something was on her mind.
Esther, you look upset. Are you all right?
No, I'm not alright. I've got some things to share, and it's not going to be comfortable for all of us.
She's talking!
That's right. I'm talking. You do realize he's been talking too, right?
Talk? You're a toy! T-O-Y, toy!
Xerxes, Haman is going to destroy my people. He treats the Jews like objects, and he thinks it's all a game. He even got your permission to set up a gallows. Do you remember Mordecai the Jew, the man you honored when he saved your life? That very man is the target.
Nuh-uh, toys are just toys. I'll prove it.
You're a sad, strange little man.
As Haman was chased away, a new decree was written. As Haman was chased away, a new decree was written. The Jews would fight against Haman's men, and they would receive the support to succeed. Together, Xerxes and Esther oversaw preparations for the upcoming battle. The 13th of Adar came and went. With the support of the king, the Jews throughout Persia, or Andy's room, defended themselves. Esther's bravery had saved her people. Had she not approached King Xerxes unannounced, the Jews would have perished. Mordecai became the king's advisor and, dare I say, best friend. With the king's mark, all would recognize him as someone of importance in Andy's room. And so ends the story of Esther, a woman whose history continues to inspire us to stand in faith, prayer, and bravery.
Good, Benny.